Hi guys, and I'm huntresskitty, and I'm going to be doing Monster Prom again for another live stream, y'all. I don't have everyone accompany me this time, which is alright, you know. We'll do single player again, we'll do another full game. I'm going to play as a different character this time, neither the girls, so yeah. Spooky high school, the sweetest years of our lives. Back then, we were young and unafraid, sometimes reckless, sometimes brilliant, sometimes just stupid, but always willing to live life to the fullest. We were on a wild journey to discover who we really were. I'm gonna play as this big guy. What's and we have yet to experience its ultimate challenge, the Monster Prom. I remember it clearly. 6 weeks left, and as we fantasized about our dream prom dates, we were all scrambling to catch the attention of one of our 6 most charismatic classmates. Miranda Vanderbilt, 19, a sweet mermaid princess who was good as she was genocidal. Damien LaVey, a fearless demon with a taste for destruction and love of fire. Scott Howe, a werewolf athlete who compensated for his rather small brain with a stupidly huge heart. Liam de Lioncourt, a hipster vampire whose standoffish demeanor hid that he was chilly and lovable dork. One moment, guys. Hello? Hello? Goodbye. Apologize, guys. Someone called and didn't respond on the other end. Let's continue, shall we? Poltergeist, a party ghost with an insatiable hunger for the wrong things, and Vera Oberon, a mean, self-made Gorgon with a miraculous sense of business. It was clear it had to be one of them, but who? We only had 6 weeks to choose our prom date, and even more daunting, we had only 6 weeks to woo them and conquer their heart. But as I already said, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. Welcome to Monster Prom, stupidest pop quiz ever. Worry no more, we're now using our PhD in bullshit to diagnose all the kinds of deviant sicko you are. Give me one moment, y'all. I need to fix something really quickly on live streams Toledo. I'm messing with it on my phone. Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever, with a bunch of absurd questions at you and turn your answers into your character stats. This way, each of you will start by having stats that better reflect your true selves. Let's start. You're elected president for a day. What's the first law you pass? Let's get to the next one, shall we? A radioactive possum just bit you. What superpower did you get? The incredible power of writing fan fiction so compelling that the actual creators of the TV shows decided to go with my ideas and crazy ships. The superpower of always choosing the right combination of emojis to get the desired reaction from all people, seducing my loved ones, burning my enemies, settling any argument, even conveying complex emotional thoughts. Probably rabies. I'd go to the hospital immediately. I'd go for that. If you were an ice cream, which flavor would you be? Let's see. Double cream de la Bulgaria, Intermedi, rainbow and gummy bears, spicy chocolate, no chocolate on fire, tequila and coke, meat, zigzags. There you go. The reason I'm doing this is I'm trying to go for Vera, or the Gordon. Maybe next Vera. I want to see if I can woo the mean heart of her. Or get rejected. One of the two. She wants someone who's incredibly smart. Aww. That day, listen to your elders and learn valuable lessons. Sometimes after all the monster nonsense and dating gimmicks, you forget that attending class is supposed to be a primary activity at the high school. You gain 2 smarts. You see Miranda and Vera chatting away, their eyes gleaming of the scheming. Grossos isn't doing nearly as well as I thought it would be. Would, it isn't, oh, if it isn't green. Would you like to be a customer? Once upon a time, such were only for the rich and fabulous, like Vera and myself. But now, thanks to our app, crowd surfs you do can have your very own crowdfunded surf. The app is being generously funded by my royal family, who wish for everyone to experience the joys of royalty. And get richer off of it. I think our business might be failing because the servers are simply not high enough quality to maintain customer interest. The servers need to have a more enthusiasm for their jobs. We need to recruit from the right locations. Don't be upset. If there's one thing being royalty has taught me, and there's definitely more than one, it's that you can trick anyone into doing anything as long as you give them the right incentives. But why not start with the easy manipulated in the first place, Green? What do you think? Vera's right. Why not recruit people who want to be bossed around at another daddy convention? Oh, I like that quite a bit. Excuse me, but if there were conventions of daddies, I'm quite sure I would know about them. My father is one of the most powerful dads I know of. So if he was not invited, just stop right there. Stop there, Miranda. Trust me. How does this sound? Free lifetime of submission, dirty talk, guaranteed dress code. Come as you are. Vera, with the help of a confused Miranda, goes to the next leather daddy convention in town. The next time you see Vera and Miranda, they seem much, much happier. These serfs were recruited are so enthusiastic to serve, almost inexplicably so. And as unexpected fringe benefit, and as an unexpected fringe benefit, all serfs keep trying to one-up each other's uniforms. So I created a line of latex and leather that's making almost as much as the classes in the first place. It's a win-win situation, and don't worry, Green. I won't ask how you know so much about the marriage community. Yay! Siding with Vera always makes her happy, and to show her appreciation, she gives you 2 money she earned, and you gain 1 smarts. Where's Vera sitting? Vera's about to lift a glass of scotch to her immediately painted lips. You can drink whatever at this school, apparently. But Miranda screams, "Stop! Don't drink that!" Why not? The scotch costs more than most bottles. Has your taster tried it yet? What taster? You don't have a taster? What if the drink is poisoned by someone jealous of your good looks and royal title? Listen, Marie, I only drink 4 things: scotch, wine, and the tears of my enemies, and straight up poison. You drink poison on purpose? Miranda, my hair is venomous snakes. You think poison actually harms me? Well, you should still have a taster. What if someone puts a really spicy hot sauce in your drink? Or poison? Ugh, what do I have to do to get you to drop this? Simple, hire a taster. Ryan, any volunteers? This might be the big break you've been looking for. Raise your hand if one rare picks you. Pretend to be poisoned, terrifying Miranda and amusing. You should, Vera, I will. Take the tiniest sip of her scotch, and then... No, stop vomiting! How will you be able to taste it? The taste for poison if you're too busy foaming at the mouth and vomiting? You fool, he is poisoned! When to tell the authorities before this poor sap's face smells off or something. Oh dear! Oh my! I'm in a kind of a crisis situation. Correspondent for me. Pleasant childhood. Miranda faints with the utmost drama. If there's one thing princess are good at, it's fainting. Ah, that was very hilarious. I should put poison in my discussion more often. You can stop vomiting now, by the way. She passed out. Oh, do you need the antidote? Alright, here you go. I guess I should have let you know the discussion was actually poison. Oh well, I better we get ice cream to make up for it. Stomach's still too weak for ice cream, but you never too sick to spend quality time with Vera. Ooh, I'm doing good. Ow, stabbed myself in my ring. Let's see, I need to increase my fun. Because damn, fun's not. Ooh, looks like he's trying to do the dab. Ooh. Go. Go green. Go green. That day during recess, he started a half-hour raid that goes full crazy. You have no idea how it escalates so much, but at one point there are like 300 people. Someone summons demons from a nightmare dimension. The consequences might distort the fabric of reality itself, but who cares? It's a rad party. You're getting too fun. You spot Vera and Polly discussing something. You've got to get on this conversation. It's bound to be something nasty. Hey. What? Are you going to that party tonight? At the mama's crib? The dog star has a land with Venus or something, so his parents are being a pure energy for the weekend. He's got the place entirely to himself. I may stop by. Yay! Okay, so listen, Scott's gonna be there too, and I totally want to spike his drink. Now I'm interested. What are you thinking, laxatives or Viagra? Gross. I was thinking something fun like shrooms. Shrooms won't even dissolve in his drink, you idiot. You there, back me up on this. What do you think we should put in his drink? Yeah, make it something fun like shrooms. Woo, it includes werewolf transformations. He will little be a part of it. Do you want to make him use that flower that makes a person fall in love with the person they see? You can make him fall in love with a chair or a housefly. So creative. Hey, you truly opened my eyes. All this time I was trying to millie got the digestive trouble or persistent directions. When I should have been trying to humiliate them with love. Oh my god, yes! We can make him fall in love with a stick of butter, or a bag of loose sabura, or Pammy puts delis. No, Scott's too good for her. He's too good for this earth. That's why we have to make them worse. They end up making Scott fall in love with Dale's ceiling. Spends all night climbing the furniture trying to lick it. Again, 2 fun and 1 smarts. Wow! What's good for being bald? Oh, excuse me, he's sewing his jacket. Oh. That day you skip class and just hang out in the bathrooms because you respect no authority. I guess some people just want to watch the world burn by skipping class and hanging out in the bathrooms. You give 0 shits but gain 2 boldness. Later you see Vera cackling to herself in the hallway, which is whatever, but you might as well find out why. Just practicing my prom queen acceptance speech in my mind. I sound like the title bears any meaning whatsoever, of course. I really do consider the whole thing up beneath me. However, considering how much meaning other girls put on it, I can't listen up with a bitch thinking she's better than me. Bliss is not bad, the branding either. I could see using the victory to sell a line of successful prom queen accessories, guaranteed to get you a win. Perfect prom shoes, the right makeup, fancy knives to take out your opponents. Speaking of which, I assume this goes without saying, but I'm not leaving anything to chance. I'll be doing a blood ritual to ensure my win. I still haven't found the exact details, but I'm optimistic that at least some of the items will be found in this shop. The only question is exactly I can find details for a proper blood ritual. Of course, I knew the basic bitches would come in handy one day. Actually, I really did. I always thought they would pretty useless, but I've never managed to prove them wrong when it serves me. Using the skills you gain during the extra credits seminar, you call forth the coven. What is it now? Is there some emergency? Is the world in need of save? Of course not. The world is the worst. Why would I want to save it? No, I just want to be prom queen, and I need some blood magic to guarantee my victory. I figured you three would do something productive for once. What do you mean for once? What do you mean for once? We're the ones constantly saving you from destruction. We're the ones who, yeah, whatever. Just tell me how to cheat my way to being prom queen. Or I'll start the rumor that you're just mega swarm of bees in 3 people's suits. Why would you? Why would that? Whatever. Here's what you need for the ritual: the blood of a former prom king, the tongue of a goat, and earrings of an ancient goddess. But good luck getting those. Thanks. When I need your opinion, I'll ask for it. You did ask, and now you answered, so you can leave. In a puff of aggravated smoke, the cover disappears. Let's split up. You check the shop, I'll grab the goat, and meet you in the bathroom when you're done. Oh, guess you're involved in blood matching now. Sounds like fun. You gain 2 fun and 1 charm. I was wondering why you would need that at some point. Skip class, but time to learn, and count 3 wild hyenas on the way there. Who the fuck runs security here? Anyway, you subdue them and help of a hair comb. God bless the monster scouts and all the idiotic scenarios they prepared you for. By the time you get to the bathrooms, you've totally gained 2 boldness. In the middle of everything, a portal opens up, swallows Vera, Pauline, and Liam. You dive in to rescue them, straight into the season final of the interdimensional bachelor. Good lord. Help, I'm in danger of spraining my eyes from rolling them so hard. Oh my god, we're on a game show! Yes, indeed. Tonight, you 3 will answer a series of trivia questions. Whoever gets the most points becomes I'm gonna win! I don't even care what the prize is! What? Your wife? What a revolting premise! So you're saying we're supposed to respond to a series of questions and scenarios? Our answers to which will make us more or less likely to achieve a romantic outcome with you? That's extremely problematic. I can't think of anyone who would ever want to play such a tawdry dating game. Everybody stop raising reasonable concerns so I can hear the first question. That's the spirit. Question number 1. Describe your ideal marriage proposal. But before Polly can answer, you buzz in yourself. Now's your chance to give an answer that will end the competition and the principal said. I will present you with my grandmother's wedding ring, still attached to my naked grandma. Really? You give me your own grandmother as an agent? How heartless. Do you really take your family that much for granted? Or do you have a powerful grandmother living up your house? And why is she naked? Did she consent to this? Or are you stripping your grandmother naked, then trading her and her jewelry for a sham? Really? Oh, suicide pact! Suicide pact! I did the thing where I dropped the ring into the champagne glass and instead the ring is poisoned. That's so romantic. Alright, let's take a commercial break and be back up. Ah! But the prince, apparently not the suicide pact, kicks you all out of his dimension and vanishes. Technically you accomplished your goal, but now all your friends think you're a grandma, so you lose 2 fun and 1 charm. Skip class, respect no authority. On the way there, you ran into Mami, the Oni girl. She offers you some of her weird Japanese energy drink. Take a sip, it tastes crazy as hell. You need to check the contents of this shit. Granny seed extract a benzoic acid, 50 milligrams of caffeine, and 100 milligrams of boldness. Well, it wasn't bad at all. You gain 2 bone steaks to mommy and proceed to the bathrooms. It's because on a close inspection, you see blood pooling on the floor, and Vera standing over it, smiling broadly, holding the carcass of a skinned goat. Hey, thanks for coming. The fun's just getting started. I know we only need the goat's tongue, but like if we're going to take the tongue from the goat, we might as well take the skin too, and make yourself a pair of chic boots. Not that I know how to sew, or should take the time to even if I did, but Miranda has her slaves I can borrow. It's pretty nice tongue, right? Not too fat, not too thin, the right kind of purple. I think it'd be the most beautiful regal theater prom queen ever. Praised Vicky High School and not them at all. It's not a bad plan, except the spiders need to relieve themselves too. And at the moment the principal giant spider walks to use the... Oh, hey, good afternoon, Principal Giant Spider. I'm just holding the skin goat on school property because it's for neighborhood use today. We're getting a head start on our homework. A rival institution? Do you think they were secret pad? We weren't sure. That's why we skinned the goat to investigate. Oh no, says Principal. You're high school students. Despite popular beliefs, high school students are never qualified to solve mysteries. We'll launch a full-scale investigation immediately. And as witness, we'll have to sequester you the rest of the day and ensure your safety. Oh, that feels super unnecessary. It's very necessary. Now I'll take the goat carcass with them for this. God, I can't. At least can I keep? Absolutely not. Every piece. Oh. I lost Vera's respect. Watching Vera eat usually pretty stubborn. Her snakes eat at the same time as she does, but at least it's usually quiet this time. However, Scott is doing his best to change that. Go, Lefty. Got with that mouse. No. Watch out for Regal's coming up from behind. Use that tongue. Go. He does this every week or so whenever my snakes need a meal. He seems to think this snake-eating contests are a competitive sport. Also, I don't think he realizes that an actual snake-eating contest would probably involve people eating snakes. I tried charming him for tickets to get him to stop, but he actually pays to do this. He keeps track of each snake's statistics on little index card. He even gives them names. Go Slither, go Bendy, go Sanchez, go Snakey Snake. Those aren't their names, God. No matter how much he pays for the tickets, it isn't enough. This seems to be a really tense situation. He was all heard violently opening his mouth and yelling. Voting this is nothing compared to earthworms eating contest. What? There were more exciting sports than snake eating contests? You gotta tell me about it. Oh yeah, earthworm eating contests are literally crawling with suspense. And even better, they're going on all the time, with thousands of players in each game. Thousands? Where's the game? Where do I go? Anywhere there's dirt. Anywhere? There's dirt in so many places? So many places that aren't here. Good God, in sports, that game, or whatever. I will, Vera, I will. I swear, one of these days, he's going to decide choking on his food is a sport and die. While you hope Scott doesn't actually die, the main thing is in mind is that Vera's smiling at you nice. That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. Everything seems lost, but you deliver an inspirational speech and feels your team spirit, leading to a spectacular comeback. You're clearly a natural-born leader. You gain 2 charm. In the course of your activities, you come across Vera and Polly hatching yet another scheme. You sneak a little closer so you can eavesdrop. Listen, this has been a fruitful partnership so far in terms of making people look like imbeciles, but I think it's time to monetize sick burns, don't buy fresh outfits. Yeah, fine, whatever. I guess I could use some new thongs or whatever, but like, I don't want to stop making people look dumb just so we can make money. I don't want to sell out. Personally, I can't wait to sell out, but you have a point. We can't sacrifice our brand. Oops. The question, of course, is how do we do both? Yeah, how do we get rich off yanking people's chains? Ugh, careful with your choice of words, Bunny. What? Chains are the big thing for ghosts. Of course. They don't seem to have any immediate ideas. Maybe you can offer a solution. Why don't you make up a phony workout craze? It worked for frying pellets. The inventor of pellets. Oh my, do I have to a point for you? I call it stealing. Wow, a fake workout craze? I find a right between leg romas and ages and the things that we appears in 1980. Sorry, not sorry. But the version Inc. is dedicated to exploring only the most infinite fields of humiliation. I suck at this. Yeah, nobody falls for that fake workout stuff anymore because, like, everyone already knows the one foolproof way to get tight, high thighs and delicious ass is brimping. You heard of brimping, right? You have heard of brimping. Time to make swift exit before you look like even more of an idiot. Mm. That day, you were astonished by the new outfits you learned in class. You thought high school was all about doing stupid shit with your friends and trying to find true love. You would have thought that class could have actually be useful with a nice surprise. You gained one valuable lesson. Good luck trying to use that in this game. Do smarts. The sounds of learning chalk on a blackboard, pencils, paper, an ominous crash. It would seem that Damien and Vera have knocked over several desks in a rush to get one particular seat. Listen, snakes for brains. Don't you dare even think about it. Back up, brimstone breath. I will turn you to stone before you can snap your only well manicured fingers. What makes you think you're worthy of sitting in the ultimate cool seat? I could get more likes posting a picture of me flipping you off than you'd get of a full frontal nude. Ha! Clearly you've never seen my nudes. Ever had a demon douche Hebrew exiting.com? Well then, if my sex are internet famous, I'm obviously the fucking coolest. You think being ridiculed on the internet makes you cooler than being a king of myth? List the wealthiest human hybrids under 300 years old, okay? This could go on for a better satisfier. Just fucking take the seat yourself before either of them stop. Calm down, Holy Summer Franco, to operate the. You focus the spiritual nose horn between your eyes, just like the ancient ungallic gods instructed you in that YouTube video. Swarms of random buzzes through the fourth classroom floor. The ground quakes and you make the rain. This will probably create a lot of work for Crazy Martin, the rare version of the later. But fuck that guy. The rhinos search for. No, not the seat. Damien throws himself in the swarm of rhinoceroses and starts headbutting them. But he's no match for their hard faces, and by the time the rhinos leave, the cool seat is nothing more than splinters. It's gone. We're free. Thanks. Yeah, now that we can go back to measuring coolness with obsession all right. I subjecting our pants to scorn and abuse. Just as the gods intended, you gain 2 charm and 1 boldness. Yay. Hey, why'd you simply prepare for your future when you can come here? Hey!
have to get my smarts back up because that took down a lot of my stats. There are intense spells that are also cool as they seamlessly useless. A spell to renew stickers stickiness. A spell to turn chocolate and vanilla ice cream into vanilla and chocolate ice cream. A spell to gain +2 smarts. You actually use the last spell and gain 2 smarts. Afterwards, you discover you've been poisoned and only Vera has the antidote. She does this all the time, so she invites you to hang out. There you are. Thank you so much for coming. I'm embarking on a new criminal enterprise and I need a conjurer. The idea is simple yet brilliant. Think Uber, but for killing people. I call it murder. But it turns out the market is flooded with assassination apps, and blood. I need a way to get ahead of the pack, and since you're such a good advisor, differentiate yourself by using the only service that offers free-range organic murders. Our marketing literally tailored a highly contagious virus to make people love murder. You can do that? Great! You can use my private chemical weapon laboratory. And so, this is working better than I ever could imagine. Demand for murder has gone through the roof since we released that virus. Sure, the side effects include vomiting, bloody tears, and male laceration, cobra feet, time dilation, rigor mortis, vertical teeth, retinated spleen, and miraculous microaggressions, sudden tattoos, hair trauma, liquefaction, and coughing. But it's well worth it for the profits I'm racking in. Plus, I'm making literally killing selling people the antidote for all the side effects. It's not actually an antidote though, it's actually just a heroin, some difference. Did you know they used to give heroin to babies as a cough suppressant? Yeah, the world's exactly as immoral as this video game. But whatever, you came to creativity and won money. That day during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. At one point, Juan, the small magical Latino, gasps on the banana boat. You start to laugh. He asks you to stop, but you don't. You laugh so hard at him that somehow steal too fun from him. Hooray! Without warning, Vera pulls you aside and hisses in your ear. Oh my God, the stalker's back. You follow her pointing finger to a guy dressed in white toga and winged sandals, facing away from you. He looks like a creep. He's been following me everywhere. He thinks I don't notice him, checking me out in the mirror shield he has, but I totally do. Oh, it's such a joy being this beautiful all the time. Am I ever gonna get rid of him? You buy a bunch of wine and hookahs from Costco and burn them on a grand altitude. The clouds glow and unearthly like thunder booms and a bolt of flame crackles and strikes Stalker. Oh, he screams, fuck you, Dad. And she had never turned into a gold dust and pissed on my mom. Badly singed, the stalker limps away, shaking his fist at the sky. Hey, that was cool, thanks. That ancient Greek sure seems to have some odd ideas about how babies are made. You gain 2 fun and 1 smarts. You push Liam and Vera's table to find them thoughtfully tasting several glasses of wine. This school has literally no rules, apparently. Wine, the most exclusive of beverages. Even a... Whoopsie. How do I even knock that down? Oops. 1 sec, guys. I just knocked something over. Okay, where was I? Oh my, the most exclusive of beverages. Even a vampire such as myself cannot resist its class and allure. Do you know a lot about wine then? I'm having dinner with the King of France next week, and I could use some pointers. France doesn't have a king anymore. That's what the media wants you to think. So do you know about the wine or not? Alas, in my centuries of living, I have only learned how to look good holding wine, not how to evaluate it.
All I know is that I'm not drinking another glass of that one. Pierre points to the bottle of Polly's toilet wine, written on it with permanent marker. What I wouldn't give to experience so much to help us judge which wine is best. You know nothing about wine, but you're pretty sure most sommeliers just make stuff up anyway. You self recommend. In Paris, well as seafood and blood. The tonus, the robust milk, is an elegant way to mask the taste of poison. Perfect for a dip. What? Why would you want to disguise the taste of? Oh, you're going to poison someone. Of course you are. You're always poisoning people. Quiet. No, I'm not. People in no way directly associated with me are always poisoning people, and soon they will strike again. France has suffered under its unjust king for too long. Plus, he called me fat at a party once when I was 11. Calm down. Why are you going crazy squirrels today? Hey, just a sit. Calm down. Open up the window. Calm down, you guys. I'm so sorry, guys. There's been squirrels a lot today, and it's been making them all hyped. He once plus he called me fat at a party once when I was 11. Who is the king you keep talking about? I'm telling you, France doesn't have a king anymore. Soon, Liam. Soon. Vita's so thankful to you for solving her assassination problem. She lets you braid her snakes. You get bit a few times, but it's so worth it. Bang! It's just a squirrel. Ay, ay, ay. Just don't know. It's like there are just squirrels out there. They're going nuts today about them. I just want something funny. My surprise went down for that. Oh, I'll be right back, guys. I know walking out of a live stream is bad, but there's someone outside. I'll be right back, y'all. I'm so sorry for that, guys. We had the mail person come and they were trying to give us the package. My bad. And my dogs are barking because people. So sorry, y'all. That day, your teacher delivers an amazing and creative performance that blows all your minds. It ends being the sensation on YouTube. Your teacher gains two coolness, but who cares? He's not trying to romance your classmates. Or is he? We hope not. Oh, you also gain two smarts. Hooray. Between class periods, you discover a severed horse head in your locker. It has a note in its mouth telling you to meet Vera ASAP. I'm so glad you come. I have another crime problem which would benefit you in hindsight. Thanks to your input, Martha has cornered the market in app-based assassinations, and yet the other crime lords don't take me seriously. Just because I'm not put... Cat, no. I'm not putting your man that with a scary skull whose sexist morons think this is quite a phase for me. Since when did having a killer body and flawless skin disqualify a girl from a life of crime? It's disgusting. How can I show these crop goons
what crime really means to me. Come on, think of something. You're the most trusted advisor. You know, if this advice was coming from anyone other than you, I'd ignore it, but you haven't been wrong yet. Fine, as of today, I'm quitting crime. I'll let the other bosses know. I'm sure they'll be so pleased. It is you're going getting America with Vera when she gets a mobile notification and practically screams. Those bunks getting out the ice pick and hungry. Mark invited all the other crime boss to the beach for a barbecue. They're posting pictures on Instagram. They're having so much fun selling heroin and murdering each other without me. Ugh, I wish I was there. I could murder all of them so much better than they're murdering each other. And do you see how Jody, the arsonist, is cooking those burgers? They're not even close to where they are lost around me, and they don't even know it. I never should have listened to you. Some advisor you are. Vera doesn't leave any more horse heads in your locker. You think that would be a good thing, but symbolically you lost some trust between you. You lose 2 points of my charm. Damn. You find Damien and Vera contemplating a huge slab of underfrying prime meat. Alright, Damien, I know we had our share of disagreements during the convert poaching expedition. Like when you told me not to bring all my knives. But I trust you can put your differences behind you, behind us, and enjoy the fruits of our labor. You mean the meats of your labor, of our labors. Yes, together we enjoy the raw, bloody cut of meat, a symbol of our. Wait, raw and bloody? You mean you're not gonna try using fire on it? Of course I used fire. I specifically instructed the chef to prepare this meat while glancing briefly at the lit stove. Did the fire ever, touch the meat? What would be the point of that? I cut this fine can only be eaten ultra rare. Look, like hell it can. You wait here while I get my culinary flamethrower. Damien, please, let's be reasonable about this. What is reasonable? If we can't come to an agreement, let's appeal to an arbitrary third party. Green will surely make the attention trust for us. Isn't that right? Right. Someone turns off the heat, gets a frost visit in here. Fetch me more blood from the blood bank. What the fuck? I'm not gonna eat a big chunk of raw meat. How am I supposed to ensure maximum suffering without fire? Oh darn, I guess I'm going to have to enjoy this juicy steak by myself. Whatever, I'm gonna go burn down a burger joint and eat whatever survives the fire. Good for you, Damien. Live your best life. Pia slips you a thick stack of cash under the table. Unfortunately, she pays you in beer bucks. More fortunately, you stack a stack of beer bucks that's redeemable for 4.5 minutes of intimate eye contact with Juicy. Like, I need to increase my smarts for real. That day, you're first in class. You're sometimes early because you enjoy talking to the teacher. He's a bit bitter, but in a cool way. He treats you like an adult, and the two of you discuss life in some very smarky ways. He look at you, excelling at the cliche movie tropes. He gained 2 smarts and 1 vibrant life insight. That will help you face the difficulties of being young. You turn around to find Vera staring at you. This often happens, but for some reason, it's not adjusted this time. She actually looks kind of happy to see you. Weird. You decide to do what you do best, push your luck. Finally, it would take me any longer to come over. I would have had my minions drag you here. Listen, my date for tonight was unexpectedly eaten by vultures. Totally not my fault. Anyway, I need to fill the slot somehow, and I thought maybe you could recommend one of your more attractive friends. Just kidding, darling. You're not that bad. But seriously, meet me at the Thousand Drum, and then at 15 p.m. for the vultures will eat you thrice today. Did Vera just ask you on a date? She did. This is like Christmas in whatever damn month it is right now. But if you don't want this to be more than just a one-time thing, you better come up with an incredible dinner gift to win her over. You hop on over to your mirror shop and pick out the choice product of Flatterizer. Not only does this thing pay compliments, it also GPS locates prettier people so you can have them kidnapped or executed at your convenience. You're present to Vera at dinner with a dramatic flourish. Her eyes and the eyes of all her snakes light up. Oh my, you shouldn't have. Literally, you shouldn't have, because now you're an accessory to all killings. I'm going to order with this thing. She's technically right about that, but luckily she can afford a galore for both of you. You gain 2 charm and 1 boldness. Yay. See if I did this right. Come on, guys, let's be good at this. You finally pick up the courage and ask your beloved to go to Monster Prom with you. You're asking me to go to the prom with you? What a shortcut to lame town. Reopening my space account will be less harmful to my popularity than dating. I think I just puked in my mouth. No! She asked me on a freaking date! And that's how she repays me? Like, I got her a damn good mirror, and she... Ah! What is this bullshittery? This bullshittery! You were so ashamed by your failure that after prom you photoshopped Garfield into all your prom pictures as if he was your prom date. Yeah, Garfield the orange cartoon cat, not your brightest idea. Anyway, even your Photoshop skills were still couldn't Photoshop the sadness of your face away. Sad. Was likely to borrow his own children's supply. Oh no! Those 6 weeks may be the most epic and absurd weeks of our lives. After the Monster Prom, we kept living our lives in love, battling for friendship and learning about who we were and who we could be. And you know what? Like always do happen, and it was wonderful. We rebuilt the Oberlin Empire into the endless greatness. They own a shameless number of companies. It's known that they're also into lots of sketchy business. But no one does anything about it. I mean, who the hell would try to stop Vera Oberlin? Which actually kind of forgot already. We'll at least complain about it. Well, you graduated from doing lots of everything. You will not experience. The 6 months prompts of watching blah 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 blah. I thought I messed up like 2 or 3 times with Vera. I thought, okay, but she still asked me onto a date. I thought, oh, I think I did it. No, I still messed up. That really sucks. I really was hoping to get Vera. I think if I do, I may do another live stream maybe later today or something tomorrow, and I'm gonna try again to get Vera again. Like, I almost had it, but didn't screw up like 3 times. I think I would have had it. And I didn't get a picture either, and that because I really didn't suck with her. New images in the gallery. Come on, let's check it out, guys. Oh, okay, I see. For red. Nice. Different outfits for blah 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 blah. Aww. Someone gonna die. Oh, fun. Yeah. So guys, that was Monster Prom. That was another live stream I did. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If so, leave a comment down below. Hit the like button, like a boss. And again, I'm just going to be doing this for probably, I don't know, for a while for Monster Prom.
because I'm just enjoying this. If you guys want to see Subnautica, Raft, leave a comment down below and let me know. Or if you want to see any other type of games, like Bendy and the Ink Machine, that's coming up soon for a series. I've just got to finish up getting a couple more things ready for that. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, hit the like button, local boss, and I'll see you guys next time around. Bye bye.